Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Rampage bringing you the gameplay commentary, and today I just want to give you guys some helpful tips that have helped me over the years in Call of Duty. So, starting off, I want to give you guys 2 easy tips to see fast improvements in your Call of Duty game. So, first off, know the multiplayer maps. So this is an essential tip that needs to be followed. If you know and study spots and start learning good rush routes and just routes through the map, I assure you that you will see great improvements in your Call of Duty game. Secondly, learn to use your minimap to your advantage. Since you can see the buildings have a highlighted contour on your minimap, you can see exactly where the enemy is on your minimap. So, and they'll pop up as a red dot, as you guys all know, if they shoot, and you'll know exactly where they are. And if they use a silencer, most people don't use silencers, so I don't think it'll be too much big of a problem. So here are some more helpful tips, and let's start off with saying practice, practice, practice. So practice is number 1, and if just practice with a class that you're comfortable with, and practice with different like button layouts. Like use tactical. That's what I use, and a lot of pro players and really like good players use tactical because you can drop shot much easier. And that's going to be your second tip. Learn to drop shot. This is probably the most important thing you can do if you want to become good at Call of Duty. And what I mean by drop shotting is when you're face to face with an enemy and you start shooting him, you go into prone right when you're shooting at him. And I've done this a couple times in the game. So yeah, right there I just drop shotted. And the kill before I actually jump shotted, which is going to be my next tip. So learn how to jump shot. And what I mean by jump shotting is when you're facing an enemy, you jump to the left or to the right. It's also called strafing, which you either jump to the right, jump to the left, or just like that was a jump shot right there, but I didn't get a kill. That was another jump shot right there. It's really useful. You can really get a lot of like good kills off with it. And okay, so going into our next tip is don't rush into a room without checking your corners. So I'm not saying you have to check every single corner you go by after like when you go into a building, but like check the corners that people are that people are probably gonna be camping in, and because that can really help you. I've seen so many times on Search and Destroy when I've been spectating people, they just rush into the bomb without checking their corners and they get shot immediately from the guy camping in the corner. So, and most people hide in the same corners all the time. So you can, if you've played Call of Duty and you're kind of a veteran, you know, and you've played the maps a lot, you know what corners people are going to be hiding in. So next, shoot through walls. Even if you don't have FMJ and mw2 or impact proficiency in mw3, bullets can still penetrate through walls. And with a suppressor, this makes it harder. But still, if you see an enemy going, if you shoot at an enemy and he goes around a building, still shoot at that wall for a little bit, because you'll probably get him. And it's just like you get a cheap kill like that, and it's good like that. Another tip is buy a gaming headset. A gaming headset really helps, such as the Astro 840s, the ones I have, and because you can hear enemy footsteps and have a better reconnaissance of where the enemy is. In Search and Destroy, you can also hear when people are trying to defuse the bomb, and you can use this to your advantage. Probably 100% of all Call of Duty pros have gaming headsets, and all semi-pro people have them too. So even people who don't play that much have gaming headsets because like the sound is so nice, and you can hear so many things you couldn't hear with just using the speakers from your TV. And another tip is don't rage. So I know it's hard when you constantly get spawn killed to rage, but just it's not a good thing to get. It's a bad habit to like get into. So try to hold in your bad emotions and just look for things that you're doing wrong. Because if you're getting spawn killed, okay, like that, you can't do anything about it. But if you're just spawning and you're just dying, try to see what you're doing wrong. Try to stay back, camp a little bit. Like not camp too much, but just like play it slower. Play it slower. So another tip is use stuns. So like I would say like 75% of Call of Duty gamers don't use stuns or flash grenades to their advantage. If you see your teammate die and you have an idea where the enemy is, rather than rushing and mindlessly, throw a stun. And if you get a hit marker, throw another one and rush into the room and kill him. So this is kind of a newbie way to get a kill, but it really helps if you're on a good kill streak. I wouldn't stun out, like, it's called stun nade. It's when you throw 2 stuns and you throw a nade and you get the kill. It's a little newbie, but if you're on a really high kill streak and you don't want to die, I would use this strategy. So another tip is always pay attention. So this kind of goes back to checking the corners. So I always see people off guard when they walk around mindlessly in the map and they have no clue what's going on, and this results in them getting killed or embarrassed. So that's definitely a useful tip. Always pay attention. So, and this isn't really a tip, it's more of like a suggestion, is get really good at a couple guns that you really like. And this really helps you because if you just play with if you're just playing for fun, that's fine. But if you want to get really good, play with guns that you really feel comfortable with and practice with them. I can't stress this enough. Please practice with them, because then you'll get so much better with the gun you're using and you'll become really good at Call of Duty. So, and one of the final tips I'm going to talk about is utilize height to your advantage. Any professional gamer or semi-professional gamer will tell you it's much easier to shoot down rather than up. If you can get a higher vantage point than your enemy, and you get into a gunfight, you will be at a much greater advantage, and you'll be able to kill him much easier. Because go try it. It's much harder to shoot. Just say on dome, you know that little building, that little cave thing, and you look up and there's kind of like a hole in the side of the wall, and you look up and there's a Humvee up there. It's much easier to shoot when you're looking down into the cave rather than looking up. So definitely utilize height to your advantage. And before I sign off, guys, I'm just going to tell you guys that I'm going to be uploading some mw3 gameplays that I've gotten in Infection, and I'm just going to be talking about Infection and how to get, and tips to get more mw3s in Infection. So I'll be uploading those videos probably tomorrow and Sunday, so please subscribe so you can be updated when I upload those videos. And please like this video if you liked it in any way. Please comment, and have a great day, guys. Peace. Thanks for watching.